Alright, folks. I am here. And I'm here to do a Batman villains tier list, baby. And this obviously is not my first time doing one of these lists. But it's been a while, so I think my takes will have definitely changed, so it'll be interesting, I guess. Um, Obviously, I'm not gonna know everything about every villain, so I guess if your favorite villain gets excluded, then sorry, right? Like, there's nothing much I can do. Um, all right, but that being said, let's get into it. So, um, looks like we're starting off with Bane. Classic, you know. So Bane. What do I say about Bane? Bane is fun. I do think he's fun. I like his design, except when they fucking keep fucking up the mask in like everything. Do not add like a mouth thing. It doesn't it doesn't work. It's so bad. Anyway, it doesn't matter. um anyway, so Bane I've not read his like biggest storyline, Nightfall, but I've experienced him. I don't know if he's S or A tier cuz like I do really like him. And he's like fun. He's like a mix between like intellect and like crazy power, and it's kind of like it's very interesting. I think he's a very interesting character, but I don't think I would put him in S. He's good, but I don't know if he's that good, right? Um, I really liked him in City of Bane. I thought he was kind of badass in that, and the anime series he was fine. He was kind of just a brute. I'm not even gonna talk about Batman and Robin. Anyway, next one, Batman Who Laughs. I could give like less of a shit about this character. Uh, C tier. Like he has a cool design. That's most of the appeal of that character. Actually, it's like almost all of the appeal of that character. Yeah, just there. It's fine. He's fine. Okay. Next, we have Black Mask. Another one that I'm not the most familiar with, but what I have experienced from him. I'm thinking either B or C tier. Uh, I haven't experienced much, to be fair. Um, I I think the most that I've seen him in is Harley Quinn, like the movie. I didn't hate him there. Uh, I didn't play Arkham Origins. Uh, but as it stands, I'm gonna put him in B tier. He has a cool design, and I didn't hate him in the Harley Quinn movie, so you know, he can go in B tier. I think he's a cool mob boss character. All right, Catwoman. All right, so we are making a new tier for Catwoman, called S, but B as villain. Uh, because I can't I don't know, I just feel wrong to just put her in B. But let's see, what color? Let's do purple. I can't put her in B. You know, she can have her own tier right there. um, all right. Okay, Killer Croc. I think with time I've come to like Killer Croc. I think with time I've come to like Killer Croc more as like just in general. I think he's more interesting than you would initially think. I also think he's just a cool like character. Like he's a giant crocodile. That's sick. Um okay, so I think I would put him in B. In B above Black Mask. Feels fitting. Um Alright. Deadshot. Alright, I'm not a huge Deadshot person. That being said, he is pretty cool. Again, I think he'd be another B tier. Just like solid, he's pretty cool. I wouldn't say he's like the best in like Batman. Like, I don't think anybody's really cared that much about him as being like a Batman villain. But he's like a pretty decent Suicide Squad member. um, I put him below Black Mask. I think that's a good spot. Alright, Firefly. I don't like Firefly very much. C tier. Above Batman Who Laughs. I think is a decent spot. Jesus, there's a lot. He's an arsonist. I don't know. He doesn't have much to his character. I think he's grown on me a little, but not enough to like put him in B tier. Right? It's like I would have to see him actually do something like really interesting. I don't know. Maybe it will change. For now, it's a C. All right, Harley Quinn S. Harley Quinn is an S tier character. I think she's just fun. She's funny. She's a good anti-hero, but she's also a good, like, decent like Joker sidekick, right? Elevated goon, if you will. Right? Because she's like interesting. She has an interesting backstory. She has an interesting dynamic with Joker. Even though I don't really think Joker should have a sidekick, and like especially in the comics, like it doesn't really make any sense. But here we are. But either way, Harley Quinn, great character, easily. All right. Next we have Hugo Strange. Dr. Hugo Strange. I actually like Dr. Hugo Strange. How much do I like him though? B tier? Yeah, above Deadshot. Yeah, I like him a little more as a villain. I think he's, especially in Arkham City. Like that's probably mostly why he's up here. It's just like I love him in Arkham City, dude. He was awesome. He's so interesting in that. I think he's most interesting because I feel like sometimes they kind of pull the gimmick. He's like, oh, he knows who Batman is. It's like that's not very interesting. But like when he's like, trying to like, when he's less related to Batman, or like when he's using his like actual like psychiatrist, scientist stuff to do stuff, he's more interesting. So B tier. All right. Poison Ivy, also S. Fun character, fun motivation, cool. She's a badass. Hot. Wait, no, that shouldn't factor in. uh, yeah, but she's just fun. I like her dynamic with Harley Quinn. I think she has a lot of interesting powers and stuff. So, S tier. Alright, I don't want to do one. Mad Hatter. This. Okay. That's actually kind of harder than I thought. Because he's either B or low A. I think I'm gonna go with low A. I like his gimmick. It's kind of stupid sometimes, but it's like when used, I feel like regardless, Mad Hatter is always like a decent villain. But yeah, he's not always the most interesting. But like everything he does is at least like fun to read most of the time, or like fun to consume. So I feel like A tier for just being like a very consistent character who's just fun, and I like him, and he's Mad Hatter, and it's kind of funny. But anyway, Man Bat, Man Bat. I don't know. I feel like I like him less as time goes on. I feel like he's just like, I don't think a lot of interesting things are really done with him. At least, like, you have like his introduction story, and then he's just kind of like his gimmick is being a bat. It's not like Killer Croc where he's like a sentient crocodile man. No, he's just a bat. And he has like the mind of a bat. And he's just a monster. And it's like, it's fine. Like, yeah, just kind of meh. I think I will put him above Batman Who Laughs, though. Alright. Joker, S tier. We all know he's S tier. I feel like he is a little overused. He's been oversaturated. I feel like people have kind of gotten sick of him, and then like he's not actually that good. He is good. Like he's always been good because he has like an amazing dynamic with Batman. He's always interesting, and like he is just like he's like smart and like manipulative in a way that's just like really, really like terrifying. He's a good villain. He's always been a good villain. So S tier. All right, Penguin. Penguin's an A for me. I like Penguin, even if he is kind of a loser. um, maybe more than Bane. No, not more than Bane. That's a little much. But Penguin, he's a mob type character. I think he's fun. I think he's like enough of a loser to like kind of submit to Batman, but like also like work with other criminals, but like he's competent enough to like, be somewhat like threatening or like, he's able to use his power and create power for himself in a way that I think is fun. So, A tier. Punchline. Fuck Punchline. Her design is the best part of her character. She's Harley Quinn, but less good, and an internet influencer. So automatically just terrible. But it's just like, it's so. I don't like her. Her inclusion feels like a cash grab. But teach their own, I guess. All right, Professor Pig. Okay, Professor Pig is S tier. What am I even? He's S tier. He's weird. He's like very insane in a way that I don't think you get from a lot of like characters like him. I like his gimmick is so creepy, but it's kind of cool. And like especially like I wasn't like that huge on him until I read like the Batman and Robin Grant Morrison did, and it was like, dude, I love that character now. It's just like he's so weird and like the Dollotron things is so dark, but it's like in a good way, It's like a S tier, S tier. Also, he has a pig mask. That's fucking awesome. Okay. Um, Talia. I think this is Talia. I can't really tell, but I'm gonna guess it's Talia. Okay. So she is. Nah. I'm not a big fan. I will say she's probably better than Man Bat. Um, she's just like she doesn't do much. I mean, she doesn't not do much. She's just like I feel like everything that she can do, Raish can do like better, right? She's fine. She never like really piqued my interest. Um, Best thing she did was uh, be involved in the creation of Damien. I like Damien personally, so I guess that does make her a little more interesting. But still, I feel like she's just kind of okay, especially as a villain. She's, nah. Okay, so 1 second. Do we have just a Court of Owls, or is that just Talon in general? I think it's just Talon in general. Alright. Okay. So this is Talon, but I'm just gonna count it as the Court of Owls as a whole because Talon himself is just an assassin, and not like that interesting of one. So Talon, that's Talon, but it's actually Court of Owls because I said so. Court of Owls, obviously S tier, like duh. Um, you know, amazing book, right? That's an amazing Batman book. It's just like totally pushing it to the limits, added a whole new layer to Gotham, like just you know, really like just so interesting to have this like society or like the society of like super elite that even Batman didn't know about, and he's like you know Mr. Gotham. It's like it just makes him like so interesting. It's like a S tier easy. Yeah. So Ra's al Ghul S tier. All right. He is a interesting villain. He is like he. I wouldn't say his motivation is entirely interesting. It's just like I'll destroy Gotham, whatever. I feel like his dynamic with Batman is more the interesting part. It's like testing him, trying to like get him to like become, you know, like hit a new like race, right? It's like whatever. You know what I mean. But like, the Lazarus Pit, all of that, him existing for like like 1,000 years or whatever, like that's also very interesting. Like, there's a lot of interesting aspects to his character, right? Talia adds to him. I don't think he adds to Talia as much as Talia adds to his character, but like, you know, but yeah, easy S tier, easy. Um, okay, ventriloquist, A, probably above all of the ventriloquist. Such a fun villain, dude. Whoever came up with this villain is honestly a genius. He is kind of stupid, right? It's like a guy with a dummy, right? But like, there's never a time where the ventriloquist isn't a fun character, right? It's like everything he does is always fun to like read or watch, right? I like that sometimes, he has maybe a different puppet and it has a different personality, and that's like fun. Like, he's just a really fun character. Like, A tier, yeah. Alright, Harvey Dent time. I don't know. Because he's either high A or low S, I feel. I didn't sort S. You know what? That's fine. Anyway. Okay, Harvey Dent time. He's either high A or low S for me, I think. I'm gonna go with S because I do love Two-Face. I think he's not always used to his fullest potential. Right? It's just like, two sides of coin. That's my gimmick. It's like, that's like, but he also has like the law background and stuff. I feel like people don't play into it enough, but you know, like when he's good, he's very good. So S tier. All right, Zsasz. Zsasz is a character. B tier. I don't think he's boring. I do think he's kind of generic, but like he's different enough to like be kind of fun. So low B. All right. Falcone. I'm gonna put him A above Mad Hatter, below Penguin. He is probably the best, like, he's just a mob boss, right? And he works well. And, like, he's not exactly used a lot because he's pretty, like, early years Batman character, but, um, like, he's just a decent character, right? He's Mr. Mob Boss, and that's fine, right? Like, I'm totally fine with having that character. Alright, this guy, uh, this is it's like Dr. Hurt or something. I don't remember his name. Hold up. Yeah, that's him. Alright. Okay, so Dr. Hurt, I didn't like him very much. Uh, like, I really didn't like him very much. I thought he was, like, the least interesting part about that, like, Grant Morrison run. Uh, I'm gonna go with D. I just didn't vibe with him. Like, he was just kind of boring, and like, he just wasn't that interesting. Yeah. All right. Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy is, I'm gonna say high C. Maybe below Firefly because he's a little bit less cool, but he is fun because he's a big old zombie, but he is kind of like a one-trick pony. I feel like Killer Croc is a much better character to just kind of have around instead. I much rather have Killer Croc like running around than Solomon Grundy because Solomon Grundy's just a little bit more boring, right? Uh, Big old zombie is fun, is C tier. Alright. Oh, fuck. Okay. We can keep that there. Alright. Scarecrow, easy S tier. If you're wondering why I'm not sorting S tier, I am gonna do like what I did last time where I decide who the best is. So, stay tuned for that. I should probably add that tier. Fear Toxin is a great tool for both like storytelling and just both a great tool for like having characters deal with their fears and then also just having interesting visuals, right? Like it's Scarecrow is fun. Like his personality is maybe a little lacking, but he makes up with it for like probably one of the best gimmicks in Batman. So in all of Batman history. All right, Red Hood S. All right. I don't like Red Hood. I want to make that clear. As a hero, I think he's a shitty hero. I think as a villain, he is awesome, right? Red Hood is a great villain. He's, when he's opposing Batman is when he's most interesting. I feel like we lose that when he's, hanging out with the Bat fam and, playing around with his guns, right? It's like, he is a problem when he's, too much hero and anti-hero, right? Um, but like as an antagonist for Batman, he's just interesting. His history's heavily intertwined with Batman, which makes him super super interesting. I know I'm saying interesting a lot. I'm sorry. Uh, Makes him super captivating. Anyway, yeah, he has a cool design. I will admit that. Um, yeah, like and again, the history is just great, and like his, philosophy, like kind of going against Batman's is, you know, like a really good story to like just have. Anyway, Kite Man, hell yeah. All right. no explanation. Fucking hell yeah, brother. Kite Man gets his own tier because he's individually awesome. Shout out to Tom King for making this character fucking sick as shit. Alright, Clayface. Clayface is an S tier also. And if you think there's too many S tiers, fuck you. But also, Clayface, obviously, kind of tortured soul type thing going on. Being able to shapeshift is a good power. I like that he's an actor, which kind of makes it's like, oh, that kind of makes sense why one he would do this in the first place, but two, like why he can actually perform, right? It's like, um, he's not just like, I'm a shapeshifter and I do everything perfect all the time. It's like, no, I'm a trained actor. Like, that's what I do. But he interesting powers, interesting character, S tier. All right, Maxi Zeus. Fuck Maxi Zeus. Not only is he a giant loser, never once has he been interesting. He's boring, and he's literally he should be more of a gag character than he is what I'm saying. D tier. Oh wait, I guess I should sort D tier. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, okay. Roxy Rocket or whatever her name is. Kind of a kinky character. Bruce Timm being a pervert at his finest.
And you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, she's just whatever. She's not even an interesting villain. She's just yeah. She gives me the ick. Alright, Deathstroke. Deathstroke is an A tier. I can tell you that right now. I think I put him above Penguin. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. One, Deathstroke not really a Batman villain too much, but he is a good villain, right? He's solid. He's not my favorite. I think I love his design. I do. It's probably my favorite part of his character. But past that, he can be really cool. Never really in Batman comics, but he's kind of a badass. But he never wowed me extreme. I never really oh my god, he's the best villain ever, right? It's he's A tier. He's good. Alright, Calendar Man. C tier. Probably above all these guys though. Because he does have a decent role in Long Halloween. I do love Long Halloween. And he has a fun gimmick. And I do like the new version where he's just kind of fucked up. But yeah. But otherwise he doesn't do much. He has yet to have his chance to be a huge villain, is what I would say. Alright, Mr. Riddler. This one's close. I don't think I'd put him in S. No. But he's again, he's so close to being S tier. So he goes top of 8. I think he's, again, a fun character. You know what? Fuck it. He's S. What am I saying? S tier. He is sometimes a little annoying. Sometimes really unfun. But when he's good, man. And I love how petty and just fucking of an asshole he is, right? His entire thing is basically just like a dick measuring contest against Batman to see who's smarter, right? It's like he's an S tier. Yeah, put him in S, easy. Alright. Alright. Thomas Wayne as a villain. Fuck that, dude. Actually hate that, you know. No, I won't make it my own. I won't make it his own tier. But I'll put him above Roxy and Zeus. Yeah. Okay. Thomas Wayne Batman as a villain is so stupid, and I hate it because it's convoluted inherently, and I don't like it. Um, when City of Bane, when I read that, that was the part that I was like, what? Like, what the fuck is happening? Right? It's like, he's getting dragged into the desert by fucking Thomas Wayne Batman from another reality who just got, like, zipped by, like, Darkseid or something. Like, what? What? I don't know. It's confusing. Um, but that being said, yeah, no, he just sucks as a villain. He's like I would put him in S tier because I love Thomas Wayne Batman. Just not as a villain. Ratcatcher. I feel like it's either C or maybe a low A. No, C. I feel like he's fun. But controlling rats is a pretty good gimmick, but he's not like that interesting. He's very like, I'm Mr. Side Villain, you know? I'm Mr. Villain that you fight at the beginning of the movie, and then I just go away. Anyway, yes, CJ. Flamingo, I think that's his name. I do like his design. It's kind of it's crazy. It's just wild. And he's like, he's John Assassin. I would put him above Man Bat, maybe below Talia, because he is not very. There's not a lot of sustenance to his character. But he's fine. I wouldn't go we need to see this character again. But for that one time, sure. C tier. Alright, skip. Alright, this guy, the Halloween killer. Oh, well, I guess that's a spoiler, but still. Go read Long Halloween. Good starting Batman book if you need one. But, okay, Falcone's son. He's not my favorite part of that book. I think he goes, yeah, bottom B tier. Cause he's an interesting villain. He has an interesting gimmick. I mean, even if it is just kind of Calendar Man's gimmick, but his motives are pretty interesting, and he really works for that one story. But out of the villains in that story, he wasn't the one that was yeah. So he goes in B. Dr. Freeze, certified classic. Ever since he got reinvented in the animated series, Mr. Freeze has been a great character. Sure, he can be kind of repetitive, but at the same time, he's, I don't hate ice powers, so shut up. S tier. Skip. Alright, Condiment King. Time. Okay, Condiment King time. C. D. He is funny. Here, we'll put him in hell yeah tier. No, I don't fuck with Condiment King that much. Alright, Condiment King. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Put him in hell yeah tier. You can go with Kite Man. He's less good though. I want to make that clear. Egg Guy from the 60s show. So D tier because he's Eggman. And he shoots eggs or something. Yeah, no, whatever. Better than Maxi Zeus because at least he's like funny. Underbroker? Fuck. Okay. Underbroker. Fuck the Underbroker. That shit is boring. Okay? Not worse than Roxy. Roxy's I don't like the spirit of her character. Yeah, he has a cooler design than Maxie, so I'll put him above Maxie. Boring. He's an accountant. Gee whiz. This is so cool. Like, what? No. Like, who asked for this? Who asked? Literally. Alright. Okay. Blight. Blight is a great character. He is basically Batman Beyond's Joker. I don't think he's as good as Joker, but I think given time he could be, so I'm gonna put him at top of A for now. But, like, I feel like if he had more in the original series, then I feel like he could have been S, but I feel like, you know, he doesn't really get, like, that satisfying of an ending, right? It's just, like, he kind of just goes away. It's kind of whatever. A tier, top of A tier. Oh, Court of Owls is on here. Alright. Okay, sorry guys, I found out Court of Owls is on this list. So Talon can go in fucking D tier, because I could give less of a fuck about Talon, dude. He's not interesting on his own, obviously, although he is probably better than most of these characters. Probably except for Dr. Hurt. Yeah. Alright, this one assassin lady from Batman Beyond. Don't like her. She's also boring. She has, one, no personality. Two, she's just generic assassin. That being said, he is better than Egghead over there. Alright. Ink. I like and hate Ink. So probably low B, above you. Because I think she's like, I like her first episode, and then I like her last episode. But in between that, I don't remember if she had anything that interesting. But like, she definitely is a good character, and she has her moments. So B tier. Thing is kind of stupid, inherently, but there was, I'm gonna put them like, okay, so they are definitely like grunts in Batman Beyond, right? They're just kind of there. They have like one good episode in the entire show. So they can go above Punchline. Okay, so now we have Mr. Owlman, but not the good one. Well, I guess that was a spoiler how I feel about Owlman. Okay, so he is decent. I put him bottom B. No, top C. His, you know, it's just like, it's like we can't have a multiverse, and it's just like, this is not it, you know. C tier, top of C tier though, because he is interesting enough to justify being top of C tier. Owlman, the good one, S tier. He's anti-Batman, but like the perfect one. So, S tier. If I'm getting faster, I'm sorry. It's, you know, you can probably see it's getting pretty late. Alright. Phantasm. I was never a fan. I will say she's better than most of these. I don't like her more than Ratcatcher. Yeah, she never grabbed me. I I was never really like wowed by, you know, Phantasm, whatever her name is. I think it's Phantasm. I don't know. Just yeah, meh, meh. Spellbinder. I'm not too familiar with regular Spellbinder, but like in Batman Beyond, they were like uh Scarecrow, but like kind of less good. Um, so ranking him on that, I would put him, below Bane, maybe above Deathstroke, because at the end of the day, it's still like Scarecrow type gimmick. Scarecrow has a great gimmick, so and he is definitely interesting, especially in Batman Beyond, because like it's a little like Batman is a little more reliant on technology, and when you can mess with it, it makes it hard to like do that. Okay, I take it back everything that I say about Joker Gang. Fuck them. They suck above Roxy. Uh, Joker Gang. So this is the guy that I was talking about. The one good episode Joker Gang had. Um, Still, I would probably put him in like C tier, but like maybe above Talia, above Solomon, below Rat. Like right here. This is like the one good part of the Joker Gang, because it's like this guy was the only good episode that they had. Everything else just sucked. Like it's just like, I love Joker. Anyway, all right. Blackfire, he's a cult leader. I wouldn't say like he's that impressive. Below Man Bat. I don't know. What I've seen of him, meh. Which is mostly Arkham, but like meh. I don't know if he does like anything like that much cooler outside of that, but based on what I know, see. All right, next we have I don't know if they're Joker Gang. They are. They're a different version. Uh so all of these can none of them are really good. So they're all like John Henchmen. I'm gonna put them in D tier. Yeah, that guy dies. Yeah, they can go in D tier, except for one. My good boy Chucko. Poor Chucko. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put him in his own little tier called Do you know what killed the dinosaurs?
You think I'm scared? I'll be running this stump in a few years. Oh, phooey.
Shout out if you get that Justice League Unlimited reference. Poor guy, man. Joker Gang leader, fuck. Joker Gang. So much Joker Gang. Okay, I'm gonna make my own tier for this shit, because it's getting ridiculous. It's just gonna be like, Joker Gang sucks. Okay, I can't stand this. They're all like equally bad as each other, man. Like I don't care. Like, they're so boring. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Oh, okay. So these guys, Royal Flush Gang. Sorry, took me a second. Um, C. C above. I'm gonna say above. Not below Ratcatcher. They're good. They're not that good though. Uh, you know, the girl being like a kind of love interest was interesting, but you know, it like the rest of them are like very non-characters. Like only like one of them really has like a personality, so C tier. The designer, another really stupid creation by this run, which I do not like, as you can tell, because I've put all the ones that were made in it in D tier. I will say this one's a little better. I will put him at the top of D tier because I do think he's kind of a fun idea. I don't know. I feel like you can make that character work, but yeah, just designer, punchline, and underbroker, they all fucking suck. KG Beast is another C tier. I just noticed what? I checked you and you said it was fine. Alright. Okay. Sorry, technical. Okay, KG Beast I think is another like C tier. I will say, you know, he has a gun arm, which is kind of sick, so he can go above Man Bat and Flamingo. Alright, Baby Doll. I'm not entirely a big fan of Baby Doll. I will say she's probably like up here. Again, not a character that I'm a huge fan of, but like that one Killer Croc episode with her, I did like. So see, I mean, she's actually pretty good. It really depends. Uh, you know, I don't really like go like, oh, I want her to come back. It's just like, yeah, she was good that one time. Alright, Mutant Leader. Bro is John Gang Leader. He's not very distinct. I mean, he is, and he's a pretty good. Okay, Mutant Leader, I don't know. I'm having a hard time putting this guy somewhere. B, low B, or like top of C, maybe. I'm gonna put him below Bad Owl Man. he is a good antagonist, but he is kind of generic. And you know, he's very like I lead the guys, you know, he's not like super interesting as like just Mutant Gang as a whole is kind of interesting, right? You know, I like Dark Knight Returns. Put up there. Alright. So I sorted out. Okay, these are our last characters. So starting with Gotham. Gotham is, I'm gonna say high C, maybe below Baby Doll. Like he is very Superman, but like not Superman. He's fine. He worked fine enough the one time. I wouldn't go like we need to use him again. You know, C tier. Clock King. I think he has a lot of potential. I have not seen that potential really used, but we'll put him below Ratcatcher for now. Because, you know, at least he, you know, Ratcatcher does what he does. Clock King, I feel like could do better. But he hasn't really yet, you know? Okay, what is it? Lady Arkham, I think. Another character that I would just say C tier. Maybe even below Batman Who Laughs. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, she's very uninteresting. She's not uninteresting, but it's like, she's like the original villain for the Telltale Batman thing, and it's like, the reveal isn't that great. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, just C tier. Okay, Electrocutioner. um, You know what? We'll give him a break. He can go above Batman Who Laughs. No. He's a loser. But he's kind of funny in that way. Like, he's a loser and everyone knows it. You know? So, see. Um, Cluemaster. Cluemaster hasn't really, like, I don't really care about him too much. I would probably put him above Man-Bat, though. Maybe above KG Beast. He's a little bit interesting, especially with, like, you know, the Stephanie Brown stuff and all that. So yeah, see. Alright. So the time has come to decide who is the best. Who is the best of the best? It's Joker. I'm sorry if you wanted me to be a little more original. It's just true. You know, you can't argue with fact. Joker is the best villain by miles. Okay, so this is my final list. So here's S tier, to A tier, to B tier, to C tier, to D tier, to the tier that doesn't matter because those are people that either didn't feel like ranking or didn't know enough about to, you know, rank validly. Yeah, so this is my list. You know, if you got this far, thank you for watching.